right, everybody, welcome to another episode. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just trying to stay cool. It's
Yeah.
hot as hell out.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the summer here in Chicago, and it's been super muggy.
Gross.
Yeah.
Just gross.
Yeah. You know what the problem with that, though, too, is that people in Chicago always like to complain and say they wish it was the summer in the winter, then they wish it was the winter in the summer. Just never happy.
It's because like the weather just does kind of suck here.
Yeah.
It's
been raining, too.
It has been raining a lot this
And
summer.
like massive thunderstorms.
Yeah.
So that's been exciting.
But yeah, you've been busy.
I have been busy. I went out of town to Georgia. I went to judge a competition. So I work with an organization called Skills USA, and what that is it's a vocational school, and they send every state gets to send one student to compete in baking and pastry, and historically the first place gold medal gets a free ride to college, tuition paid. So I take it pretty seriously.
Look at you doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'd probably call me the devil when I'm out there.
I mean, how long have you been doing? You've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, this was my 7th year doing it in a row.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we get to rewrite the test every year if we want, and there's grading rubric. It's all either CMBs or CEPCs through the ACF that get to judge it.
For those 7 listeners that don't know what those letters mean, what are they?
So CMBs through the RBA, and that's Certified Master Baker.
Which you are.
I am. And then CEPC is a Certified Executive Pastry Chef through the ACF.
Which you also are.
I also am, yes.
Fucking dork.
Yeah. And then actually I have one more credential, which is World Certified Pastry Chef through the World Chefs Association.
I don't have any cool letters behind my last name, so.
I mean, you can get them.
But I don't feel like it.
Okay, then. You can be mediocre.
I didn't do great in school.
It's not, but yeah, I hear you on that. But it's not necessarily something where it's about your skill, right? So you have to take a test, and you have to pass that test in terms of a written exam, and then you have to do a practical. So really, you're just working in the kitchen for the CEPC was 1 day, and the CMB was 2 days.
I just don't.
You have no desire.
I really just don't have any desire to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Why did you want to do it, or why do you do it? I should say.
Well, I wanted to do it first to prove to myself that I could.
Okay.
No, in terms of CMBs, there are only 300 in the world, and in terms of CEPCs, I think there's like less than 200 in the world. And I'm not exactly sure on those numbers, but there's not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and eventually, who knows what happens in the world? Like if I want to go back and teach at a culinary school, those credentials help.
Okay.
So that's probably why more so I did it. And there's always been hopes and dreams of writing a book one day. So
do you want me to edit the book for you?
You could
Make sure it's good.
You could edit the book for me if you wanted. That'd be fine. I mean, you've seen me write emails, and my grammar's the worst.
Yeah. So it would look like 2 dyslexic guys fucking wrote this thing.
Well, that's why I use ChatGPT.
Oh, so you cheat?
I do. When I write emails that I know I need to go to like important people, I'll put my email thread in, and then the first thing that pops up is "You're an idiot," because I've just completely butchered all kinds of languages in that, and then it writes me a very formal email.
Oh. I get the non-Chat GPT emails.
But yeah, but most of the time we text though.
We do.
If I need to talk to you, if I need to send you an email, it's nothing good can come of this.
No, you usually just call me and say this is messed up.
Yeah, or a text will come through.
Mm-hmm.
We have a text thread where a lot of the operation chefs, which I still consider myself one, even though I'm not, are all on. And we usually have like daily check-ins of like, how's your day going? Who's fucked up? What fire have you put out today? And I feel like it's a competition between sometimes like who's put out the biggest fire.
Yeah,
It's like a badge of honor.
It's just like whose team fucked up the most kind of deal. And then it's like, all right.
God, I hope they're not listening.
Yeah, they know.
We take bets.
They know.
Do they though?
I hope so. I really do. But like we said, we're in full swing of the lovely muggy summer here in the city of Chicago.
We just had a quite a large festival happen.
Yeah, with all the Lollapaloozers,
yeah. So for those that don't know, it's this massive music festival, I guess you could call it,
No, that's exactly what it is.
For those layman's terms. And tens of thousands of people come to it. They descend upon downtown Chicago, Grant Park.
I'm gonna say it. I've never been.
I've never been either.
I really just don't have a desire to go either.
No, I think we're past that point of our lives.
It's hot, sweaty.
Yeah,
I don't listen to all that music.
Right. And I really, honestly, don't have any see-through mesh shirts that I could wear.
That's with your one nipple hanging out?
Yes, I don't have any of that type of attire.
Come on, we'll get your nipples pierced.
No, absolutely not.
We'll do it live. We'll do a live show with you getting your nipples pierced.
Perfect. No, thank you. That happened. And coming up, we have the DNC. Even though we're not getting political on this, we do have the DNC coming.
The DNC coming to Chicago.
So that should be a hoot.
Let me just tell you, I'm really pumped about the traffic. I'm really excited.
Yeah, well, I live by work. It's a quick drive for me, but the DNC is right near our home base.
It is.
It's at United Center.
Oh.
So,
yikes.
We're right by there.
So I'm going to stay. I'm just going to be sick that week.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know right now.
So we'll see what comes of this. But you have an exciting 86 list item this week. I don't know if it's exciting, but I know it gets you going.
It gets me going because people are disgusting. And it's been something near and dear to my heart that I've hated for a very, very long time.
I know you've expressed it.
You all right there?
I was drinking a coffee.
God damn.
It's a good coffee.
I told you about this a few weeks ago where I was just like so mad about it.
Yeah.
Because we were together when it happened, and then I thought about it again, and I just got so angry.
It's happened a couple of times, I think.
Yeah, it's just so gross to me. Bar popcorn. Bar popcorn is some of the nastiest shit ever. It's a petri dish, and it keeps everything at like a nice 70 degrees for bacteria to grow. Mm-hmm. People are sticking their nasty ass hands in there. They're drunk. They're not washing their hands when they go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And they're just it's never been washed. It's never been clean.
Right. Can we clarify this? Yes. Is the concern the popcorn that's in the machine, or is the concern the popcorn when it gets to the bar?
All of it.
Because I think, to be fair, we've been to places and they have the popcorn machine or they have the nuts. And I generally trust the people working behind the bar that, are not contaminating it. But I hear you.
More trust in people than I do, my friend.
I hear you on when it gets to the bar, like I will eat it all in one sitting and not get up until I'm done eating it because I don't want anybody else going in there. That I'll give you. But I don't necessarily agree that what's coming out of the machine is already contaminated.
No, I'm telling you right now, it already is.
Oh, you've done tests and studies?
From firsthand experience, I have seen people jam their crusty ass fingers in that machine, fucking like a claw, like a fucking claw in the where you get like the toys from.
Yeah,
they just go in there, they grab it, and they just shovel it in their. They're not
taking it.
Mouths.
They are not taking it out of the machine itself.
Seen it firsthand. You know where?
Where?
My parents' bar. And guess what? We don't have bar popcorn anymore.
But okay,
because it's disgusting.
Back up. This machine is behind the bar?
No, it's like
that's the difference.
Well, even there, like people, like the busser was coming by trying to be polite. Hey, here, eat some popcorn. I was like, dude, I don't want this. Get it away from me.
That's the difference. I've been at bars where the popcorn is just out for the public to have. That I won't go for. But if it's a machine behind the bar and the bartender has to scoop it out, I don't mind.
You're just lying to everybody right now.
What?
You're lying.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. You just lied to everybody. You just lied to the whole world.
Okay, the whole world is not listening.
The whole world listens to this. You just lied to the whole world.
It was once.
It's disgusting.
And I had to go get it myself.
No, you did it. The guy came that time.
He did.
See, why? What happened? I haven't seen you in a few weeks, and you're just, short-term memory loss.
Yeah,
we got to go get a test.
No, we're good. We're good.
It was disgusting.
Okay, sure. I mean, whatever. It's never killed me. Usually, I'm drinking, so whatever I've eaten is going to be killed by the alcohol.
I don't know about all that.
You're just too bougie. Because you think what's different from that than the movie theater?
That is actually people. You see them grab it with the little scoop.
You don't think anyone's gone in there with their hand?
No.
Okay. Now you're just lying to yourself.
No, I'm not. I don't think that happens.
Okay. You don't think one of the employees just raw dogging their hand in there?
Well, thanks for ruining popcorn for me.
You're still going to eat it.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, I find it hard to believe that you're not going to go to a movie because this is what happens at movie theaters.
I'll be one of those assholes that brings in food.
You know what happens at movie theaters is that people tend to forget they're out in public. So then they're just like shoveling in popcorn like there's no tomorrow. And they're usually done with it by the time the previews are done. I try to pace myself. I only eat a little bit, and I'll put it down, and I'll pick it up again because I want to have popcorn for the whole movie.
Wow. Look at that.
It's dedication.
I'm very proud of you.
Because they don't anymore because I think they were concerned about obesity in this country. They used to offer the if you bought the largest size, it would come with the free refill. And it no longer comes with the free refill.
Nobody needs that much.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody needs that much. When was the last time you actually finished a popcorn at a movie theater?
Probably the last movie I went to go see, which was...
What was it, the Titanic? Was that the last movie you went to go and see?
I waited for that to come out in the 2-set VHS. Probably I think the last movie I went to go see was the Power Rangers. Or Jurassic World, something like that.
Like 5-6 years ago?
The Power Rangers came out a couple of years ago, and the Jurassic, the one with they brought all the original cast, I think that was 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't remember those.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
I got to get out more.
Yeah. When's the last time you went to a movie?
I had to go see the Barbie movie.
You didn't have to.
You know what? I'm a good husband, and I'm supportive. And she wanted to go see the Barbie movie, so we went.
That's exciting for you. How was it?
It was fine.
Did you watch? Were you actually paying attention?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
I could just I've fallen asleep in movie theaters.
If I would have fallen asleep, she would have made me go again. She would have said, "No, now you got to go and watch it again."
Because there was a quiz afterwards.
Yeah, but if she would have said, "Now you got to go by yourself."
Then you could have gone to watch something else.
Yeah.
But
disgusting. But yeah, 86. I'm 86 bar popcorn. I'm 86. Just now I can't eat popcorn anywhere. So thanks. Thanks for ruining it.
You can still eat it at the movie theater. You're going to eat it at the movie theater.
I'm not doing it.
I find that hard to believe. That you, because, yeah, but you're also, we've also been out with people that have eaten pretzels at bars.
Yeah.
And so you're just like not a big eater when you're drinking.
No,
unless you're out for dinner or something.
Clean. When it's clean. People are gross. People are disgusting.
I mean, we're going to get to this in this episode today, but there was some nasty food that we've eaten at bars.
Yeah.
So don't pretend like you're this high and mighty individual that doesn't.
It's like I trust the kitchen more than the public, though.
I don't think that was a kitchen cooking it. So you can tell yourself that, but I don't think that was a kitchen cooking it.
I'm over this conversation. Moving on. I'm over it.
You've also been scolding me lately. Well, he scolded me today.
Good.
For those that have been listening to the podcast, everyone knows I have this, number one, very deep voice. Mm-hmm. Secondly, I have a booming laugh.
Yeah, it's real booming.
Yeah. And so I now have to think, while I'm actually now talking to you or on this podcast moving forward, I now have to think about it. Every time I laugh, I have to lean back a little bit because you yelled at me.
Yeah.
My voice is just echoes.
Just clips. It clips. You're over here. You're trying to get it. You're trying. We're still working with the audio, still trying to do things. 2 chefs just decided to do this, and we're doing it on our own. And I got this guy fucking laughing like a hyena in the microphone. Yeah, lean back. Now lean back. There it is. Now I won't have to fucking fix it for 45 minutes.
So now I have to think about it. Now I can't just kind of go with it when something comes to me that's funny or someone says something funny. Now I got to like lean back every.
Well, make the laugh count. How about that? Just make the laugh count.
Yeah, but when I'm upset, people are upset. When I'm happy, people are upset. It's just a lose-lose with you all.
Hold on. Here it is.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm playing your song right here.
Yeah. For those that are not watching, those that are just listening, Christo decided to play his little violin.
Yeah.
Looks like we can put that little violin.
I'll play you a little flute too.
Perfect. Well, I can tell you we can shove that flute if you want. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I had a question for you.
Sure.
Because I don't think we've ever talked about it.
Okay. Shoot.
Fast food. Mm-hmm. Have you ever worked in a fast food restaurant?
Mm-mm. Never worked in a fast food restaurant. My sister did, though.
I never did like the McDonald's, anything.
My sister did McDonald's and Burger King.
Okay.
In high school.
Yeah, I never did any. I don't even really eat McDonald's. And do you eat fast food like that?
Occasionally eat fast food, and don't say like you don't.
I really don't.
Baloney.
I don't.
Okay, but what is fast food to you?
So that's the thing. Like technically, fast food is you get a burger or a hot dog.
Not necessarily.
Right?
Well, like Domino's is fast food.
True.
So,
but I haven't had a Domino's pizza in probably 7 years.
Okay, Domino's, Papa John, Popeyes, Wendy's. Those are all fast food. Subway's fast food.
Would you consider Subway fast food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chipotle's fast food.
Chipotle is fast food. Okay, so how about this?
I think of like Sweet Greens as fast food. Like I think of all those places that are pretty quick and convenient as fast food.
Those are more just quick service restaurants. Fast food is like a McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King.
I would think of it as like anything that's like a very large chain.
Okay, fine.
So like In-N-Out, obviously on the West Coast.
Okay. So do you have a fast food order?
Yeah, it's pretty. If I'm,
Is it disgusting?
no,
It's disgusting.
and it's not
isn't it?
disgusting. No, it's time consuming. Because if I'm gonna eat,
Wait, hold on. How is your fast food order time? It's in the fucking name.
No, see, here's the thing. If I'm going to be doing, like, yes, I'll just have like McDonald's and Burger King, yes, like everybody else does. But if I'm like really like the best of the best, if I want to drive, like I will have a Whopper with cheese and then I'll go get McDonald's fries. And if I'm really feeling it, I'll stop at Wendy's for a Frosty. Like those are like the trifecta.
That's a lot.
I know. So I'm saying, like, if I'm really thinking about it, like that's the three, like that's like the ultimate. The ultimate.
What'd you do there?
I just clipped the microphone.
First your laugh, first thing, you know.
That's the ultimate, I think, fast food order for me. But again, I don't really do that generally.
I don't want to cause any. That's depression, my friend.
It's not depression. It's what someone got a lot of time in their hands.
That's
apparently.
a lot. That's a lot right there.
Yeah. I mean, but if I'm gonna, yes, if I go to Burger King, if I go to McDonald's, I usually get the chicken nuggets with sweet and sour sauce.
I don't remember the last time I had McDonald's.
But if I'm doing Burger King, it's a Whopper. I rarely go to.
I haven't been to a Burger King since 1984.
Oh, before you were born. That's
before
good.
I was born.
Good,
I don't
good.
remember the last time I went to a Burger King.
Wendy's, I don't generally go to.
See, like Wendy's, I think I've had in the last few years.
What's your most recent fast food experience then?
See, I usually go to a hot dog spot by me.
Yeah, you've taken me to a couple of those.
Well, I've taken. I don't think I've ever taken you.
Yeah, when we went after, we went to Tin Lizzie's. We went to that.
Oh yeah,
and there was a bar inside of there.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'd never been.
Oh, we did. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Because we had
no, we did.
We spent $100
I
over
know,
on
but
fast
like
food.
for me, it's like I'll get like a burger from there. But like, let's say I've been drinking, it's
Mhm.
like a burger and a hot dog.
Yeah, you've also
you know.
taken me to Cheesy's.
Cheesy's is great.
I'd
though.
never been.
Cheesy's is fantastic.
Yeah, we had obviously grilled cheese. I think I had bacon on mine, and they were closing.
They were closing,
So
and we just
basically-
inhaled
Yeah.
everything.
We had 5 minutes to eat our food.
Well, it was 3:30 in the morning.
It was.
So, but yeah, I'm not a big fast food guy.
Yeah.
It's just not. But like, I'll eat like obviously I'll eat like a burger or something like that. But
So what's your go-to order then?
my go-to order is I'll go to a spot called Clark Street Dog by me.
Okay, no, okay. That's not what you asked. You asked fast food. Okay.
Fast food but like my
Talking about
go-to
legitimate fast food.
like a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or like no, what I
You
used.
can't put me on the spot as being
Okay,
you
fine.
know,
What I would do when if I was eating fast food like normally like when I was growing up,
right, or in college. Let's not kid ourselves.
I really didn't. There was the neighborhood that I was in didn't have fast food. So I never really
Okay,
went.
I guess,
I just
yeah.
went to the same. I've been going to Clark Street Dog for 12 years.
Sure.
But what I usually used to get from Wendy's,
Okay.
2 junior bacon cheeseburgers,
Okay.
and a fry. That was it.
No Frosty.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
Frosties are fine.
They're good.
They are missing some flavor, I feel like.
Oh no. If you get the chocolate Frosty,
The
no.
chocolate frosty, yeah.
That's
I feel
good.
like it needs like a little.
You know who else has
bigger
very
punch.
good ice cream
Who?
for fast food? McDonald's.
Yeah, like a McDonald's McFlurry. I've had a McDonald's
No,
McFlurry.
just the cone, not the flurry.
Oh, well, yeah.
But my favorite ice cream spot is Cold Stone.
That's.
I really enjoy Cold Stone Creamery.
I haven't been on a Cold Stone either.
There's one by you. On I can't think of the street right now. Is it Lincoln? Maybe Lincoln.
I don't know. Either way.
But there's one by you.
But I will say one thing about fast food.
Mm-hmm. It's fast.
It's fast, except your fucking order. I went to. I'm going to controversial right now. Everyone's all obsessed with Chick-fil-A. Like the
Sure.
right. I've had it.
I've had
I
it.
tried it. It's
It's good.
fine. Whatever. And I recently had to go and get my emissions test. You know.
I went also this year.
You know, so I had to go up north.
Yeah.
And then on my way back, I saw a Jollibee, and I said,
I've been to Jollibee.
I said, hey, let's go and try Jollibee. And I had it, and I said, this kind of hits.
I did not enjoy it when I was there.
So I guess that was the last time I had fast food. Now that I'm telling you the
So
story, was
about
Jollibee.
2 weeks ago.
It was like 3. It was 3.
Yeah. I did not enjoy Jollibee when I was there. What did you
No.
get?
I got just their chicken sandwich and
Okay.
a fry.
That's what I got.
Actually, I think I split a fry with my wife, and that was it. And she
Yeah.
also got a chicken
Their
sandwich.
thing out there, they like not their claim to fame, but it's like chicken and pasta.
Yeah, they do like a pasta
Like
thing.
chicken
they do
and
like a
fried chicken
spaghetti.
with spaghetti.
Yeah. I guess it's a Filipino thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you have the halo halo?
I did not. I did have an ube pie though.
Okay.
We tried that. I was just very curious.
Their halo halo isn't very good.
No?
I've had way better halo halo elsewhere.
But yeah, their fried chicken sandwich I think was better.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see if other people agree with that or not.
Well, I think there's only one around us. It's the one in.
They opened up another one too on Michigan Avenue.
Oh, did they?
They did, yeah. So there's two in the area, in the Chicagoland area.
Yeah.
But their chicken sandwich was, I think, a lot better than,
Right.
as far as fast food goes, is better than.
I will say that if I'm in the burbs, I will pick Culver's over everything else.
See, Culver's is fine. I don't know.
A Butterburger? So good.
Now I think we just got to go and try it.
We're going to do an episode of us just touring.
Perfect. Getting
now that
5,500 calories.
We've actually been going to the gym regularly.
Yeah.
We're all down some weight, and now we're going to put it all back on. And then the thing about that is that you retain water.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Mm-hmm. Because it's just full of salt.
Yeah. So maybe we don't do that.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to take a trip down. We'll go down Halstead because there's some spots over there that we can hit up, and then it'll bring us back to when I took you out that one time in Greektown.
That was an experience of a lifetime. I think 10 out of 10. Somewhat recommend.
I hadn't been at that spot in a long time, and it took a turn, and I apologized to you that evening, and I was very upset.
So for me, Greektown has been 50-50. We've been to a couple of places, and half have hit and half have not. So I don't know. You keep on claiming of this heyday of Greektown.
It used to be a lot better. But
so was Kid Cereal, but here we are.
But I took you there, and I was like, oh, like we went to go and actually meet my sister that night, and she.
No. We're going to back up the story and tell the truth.
Oh my gosh, what?
We didn't go to. Your sister was at what?
She was at a bar in West Loop.
Doing what? Wasn't she celebrating something?
It was one of her friend's birthdays.
Yeah, and then you, as the big brother that you are, had to interrupt.
No, she said, "Come over here." No,
yeah, but then you immediately went into chaperone mode.
No.
If she's listening, she's going to agree with me on this one. She probably doesn't even listen.
No, she does listen. She told me she does.
And she's going to tell you.
She gives me her feedback. Don't worry.
He has not told me any of your feedback. So if you're telling him, you should email instead. You immediately went into chaperone mode, where me and your wife said, let's go.
Well, she needed to get her ass home. All right. She needed to go. Time was up. We had to move.
She is old enough to get married.
All right. Anyway,
and got married.
No, we're not. We're talking about fast food and your trip to Greektown today. Okay. So I take you to this lovely spot, after my sister goes home, or what used to be lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, you're going to have some great food. The kitchen's open late.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to bathe in tzatziki tonight. The number one condiment. All right. In the world. And they had nothing. They had bad pizza. It was bad pizza, and the bartender was singing, and I apologized to you, and I was upset, and I sat there with my mouth open because the crowd was also I was the only Greek person there. It seemed like
no, the people that were working there were Greek.
The one server, and then the other guy that was singing "That's Amore" in the background.
He was
Come
Greek.
on, I don't know.
He seemed like he was Greek.
It was a lot, and I apologize to you, but at least you got a nice story out of it.
I mean, it's a story. You had taken me, actually, let's back up. You had taken me there a few times earlier.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were doing some R&D, so we went to H Mart, and I said, yo, let's go get a coffee.
Right, and you know the owner's son, or you know the family there that runs the restaurant. And you said you want to get a Fredo, and I said I have no idea what that is. And so do you want to explain to the viewers that are not Greek what Fredo is?
So it's fantastic is what it is. It's instant coffee, shot of espresso, right? A little bit of simple, very little, just a little splash.
Yep.
You buzz it up, and then you top it with like a frothed milk. But this frothed milk comes from Greece, and it's called gala nounou.
Right, but I've seen it. I've seen the can, and I've seen it pour out. I think you can replicate it with probably just sweetened condensed milk.
Yes,
that's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's
different though.
It is different. But it's not as sweet.
For those that want to make it at home and can't find something new.
Gala nounou. Gala is milk.
Okay.
Nounou, right?
What is nounou?
This is a brand.
Got it.
But yeah, and then do a little bit of cinnamon over the top. It's just delicious, and that's the only coffee I really drink with milk.
Right. Well, one time we had gone there several times before to get this, and then we took Beth one time.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken other people since then that work with us.
I have.
And we had we actually, the day we were with Beth, we ate there as well because they have really good food. Their fries are fried in beef fat.
Yes, they are.
And we had gyros.
Thank you for pronouncing it.
You're welcome. Mine was no tomato.
Like a heathen.
I know I said it right.
It's not a gyro.
No, I said it
It's
right.
not a gyro.
I said gyro.
I know. See, good job. I'm complimenting you.
Yeah,
you say I'm mean to you and all that. No, I've complimented you.
I'm going to post the text threads I get on our social from you. But
I'm going to get canceled if we do that.
True. But we took Beth there.
Yes.
And we had 2 of those.
We did. And I was shaking.
We were, yeah. It's a lot of caffeine.
It was too much.
But they're good. They're really good.
They're very good.
But so we had gone there. So I thought that the place you were taking me to at night, I was like, all right, this can't be that bad because I've had good experiences in Greektown already. To start off, we were in Fulton Market, West Loop? No, West Loop. Yeah, we were on Fulton Market or Randolph Street, and so we had to walk to Greektown,
correct?
Which was fine. The walk wasn't the issue. The issue was that we had to pee so bad.
It was one of the
it was one of those that like, and I'm sure everyone out there knows where you don't know if you're going to make it,
and you start sweating.
Yeah, you start sweating. Yes,
it's bad.
Yeah, and so we like haul ass to Greektown, which was about a 15-20 minute walk.
Yes.
It was painful
Mm-hmm.
when I actually made it to the urinal. It hurt so bad because I was holding it in for so long.
That's an infection.
And no, okay. It was not. It was not burning from an infection. It was hurting. My bladder hurt. And so we sit down, and I think you and Jackie got a beer.
Yeah,
Jackie and I got a cider.
Yeah, you got that nasty cider.
I thought it was good. It was pear cider. It was good. Jackie got a different cider because mine was too sweet for her, and then you got a beer.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to order, and the guy's like, "We only have pizza." And so, mind you, when we walk in, they have security,
mm-hmm.
and the building is the size of a closet.
Yeah, it's
like
small.
You could barely fit maybe 30 people in it, maybe 40. Pretty sure when we walked in, there was a hooker with a John.
There was. That is correct.
And then
also a hooker with a John. Who says it like that? How old are you? A hooker with a John?
That's what he is. A hooker with a man.
Yeah, like you couldn't just be like, yeah, there was a guy there with a hooker.
Sure, there was a guy there with a hooker.
A lady of the night.
Sure,
a John.
A John. Yeah.
What are you, a fucking cop?
Maybe. I'm going to have to police enough people at work. So there's that. So yeah, we walk in, there's that. Didn't know if we were going to get shot there.
That's fair.
And then it was an interesting clientele.
It just took a turn. I was so upset.
Like really? Like some suburbanites.
Yeah, but they were not Chicagoland suburbanites. It was rough.
They were like from Indiana.
It was,
I mean, no shame in being from Indiana, but it was.
But we all know.
Yeah.
We all know.
I'm pretty sure no one from Indiana listens to this. So we're good there. We're good there.
No, but I mean, I apologize to you guys. I mean, Greektown, I wish I hope it comes back.
No, I'm not done with the story yet.
Oh God.
Because we order the pizza.
Okay.
And so you order the pizza, and so your wife wants to get half.
No, she just wanted a sausage pizza.
Right.
You wanted a pepperoni.
So you said,
can we get one sausage and then one pepperoni pizza?
And so what ended up coming out?
A tiny ass pepperoni and sausage pizza. Like I was so mad.
Yeah.
You've had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
You just want to eat. I was pumped to eat souvlakia and tzatziki and Greek fries, and I was going to introduce my main man over here to it. Yeah. But no, we got some pizza.
And it was like, here's the thing. It wasn't just pizza. It was like, it was a frozen pizza.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And it was soggy. Well, half of it was soggy and half of it was crunchy, which made me believe that it had been microwaved. It was just not, and even like even the cider didn't hit. And I'd never had a cider that I haven't liked.
I think the biggest thing with it is because I've been to this place a lot, and it's great. It really is.
It's been around since like you were growing. You grew up with it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just really. I think we were just really hoping for something else, and what came out was just not good. Yeah.
Can we mention, or do you care if I mention the place that we really like?
Oh, we can mention that.
Okay, so Nine Muses. No, Nine Muses. Yeah. I didn't know if it was 9 or 7 for a second. Nine Muses.
Yes.
Awesome. drinks,
Drinks,
the
food.
Fredo.
Yeah.
The food is amazing.
Mhm.
The people that work there are also incredible. They're all Greek, right?
No, not all of them.
Oh, I mean the owners.
The owners are Greek.
Yeah. And the son of the owner is someone that you know.
Yes. Yeah. He's a very, very nice guy.
Yeah.
But just every time you go in there, they're just all very, very hospitable.
Correct. Which is something we talked about in previous episodes, where we find not that everyone isn't hospitable. We got some shade from somebody.
We did.
It's a blanket statement is that everybody in the industry we feel works hard.
Mm-hmm.
It is just from our upbringing what we had to experience. But the hospitality there is incredible.
Everyone's just always kind. They're always attentive.
Yeah.
The food's always on. The drinks are always good. I mean, I just got to take you there for a Greek night.
They don't have it very often anymore. Is what he was saying.
It's like once a month.
Yeah.
But we'll find your future ex-wife there. Don't worry.
Oh, for God's sake.
It'll be great. It'll be a good time.
Trying not to laugh into the microphone so you don't yell at me later on.
Well, just don't cry on it, okay?
Oh God! I mean, it's got some kind of material that would sop up the tears, I think. But yeah, so that was the Greektown visit, which, as of right now, Greektown during the day is much better than Greektown at night,
Which is
from my experience.
yeah, which is very sad. But hopefully in the next 5-6 years it bounces back a little bit.
I might not even be in Chicago in 5-6 years. Who knows?
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know. The company is growing.
All right, relax there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're gonna send your ass to Montana.
I would go to Montana for a little bit. I would experience the Wild West.
Cool. Now I'll just have to edit out you sipping on the coffee over there. Good God.
You don't have to edit out. We're real people, and people want to hear real people on.
Nobody wants to hear you slurp.
I wasn't slurping. You're the one that made me laugh because you were just staring at me when I said the Wild West.
I cannot today with you.
You said a hater today.
No, I'm not.
This is what people want, though. They want the banter.
They don't want to listen to you slurp.
They
want to hear the stories. They want to hear about the hospitality. They want to hear about not hearing you slurp.
They weren't hearing me slurp, and now we've talked about a minute about me slurping when there was no slurping.
Don't stop slurping.
Right. I'll just inhale the ice cubes whole.
Oh God, I think we should.
Well, speaking of coffee.
Oh God,
you've gone off on a tangent today. I'm trying to rein us back in.
All right, bring it in.
So your coffee order is pretty easy.
Black. Iced or hot? Black.
Right. Do you only drink black coffee?
Yeah, except when I have a Fredo and I have the little bit of milk.
See, I can't. I'm not a huge fan of black coffee. I'll drink it if that's the only thing available.
Your coffee order is weird.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. With your 17 Splenda.
No, my coffee order.
This and you're that. And
it depends where I go. So if I'm making coffee for myself, I always put a Splenda packet in it and almond milk. I prefer, not that they're listening, they're not, Dunkin' over Starbucks.
Okay.
I believe that, and I also grew up on the East Coast, and we don't have a lot of Starbucks out there. I don't even think they made it out there until I was in college. So growing up, I would always drink a iced coffee, even in the winter. It's always iced coffee. It's never hot coffee, with French vanilla, and then cream and sugar. No sugar, just milk. But now I've switched it to, depending on the day, like if I'm trying to be super health conscious, it's a medium iced coffee with 2 Splenda and almond milk.
Yeah.
If I'm okay with splurging for the day, it's a medium iced coffee, French vanilla with almond milk. I've gotten away from a lot of the dairy. I think as I've gotten older, the dairy doesn't really settle as well.
We get bubble guts?
A little bit. And because I don't really eat it a lot, I haven't. I've switched to almond milk for years. I grew up eating Country Crock, which is margarine. Pretty much I only really use butter if I'm at work, if I'm cooking or if I'm baking. But yeah, that's kind of what I've steered towards. But you don't drink anything. Like if you go to Starbucks, you just drink black coffee.
That's it.
Really, you don't
Cold
splurge. A little diversity wouldn't hurt you.
No. Because every time I do it, I'm always disappointed or pissed off.
Because
I just, you want that black coffee flavor. I don't want the flavor of...
But Starbucks tastes burnt to me.
Yeah. If I ever get Starbucks, it's out of convenience because it's there.
So you're a Dunkin' fan or a Starbucks fan?
I'm a better coffee than Starbucks and Dunkin' fan.
Okay, but for convenience sake, it's Starbucks.
It's Starbucks.
You use the app?
Yeah.
That's what I use on the Dunkin'. I use the Dunkin' app.
Then I got to talk to anybody.
Even the drive-thru, you can use the app.
Oh, I don't do the drive-thru. No.
There's a Starbucks there's not a lot of Starbucks actually. Oh, there's actually one by me that has a drive-thru in Elston. But yeah, Dunkin', you can just say I ordered mobile, and then they'll just, it's waiting for you.
I don't know.
You know, it's just much easier just to pay for everything on the app. I mean, I don't mind. It's not the point of I don't like to talk to people like you, apparently.
Well, sometimes you just want to get your coffee and go. You say good morning. You say how you doing, and you know I'm not an asshole about it.
You probably don't even do that. You probably just grunt, grab
No, I
your
walk
coffee,
in
and walk
and I
out.
say, "Hey guys, thank you very much. Good morning or good afternoon or whatever it is," and they say, "Cool." They're happy with it too. I can assure you.
Yeah. I mean, and if I Starbucks, I'll get the cold brew
Mm-hmm.
with the sweet cream, and then Dunkin' is pretty much just iced coffee. You don't really veer off that. Although their donuts, growing up, I would eat their donuts a lot. I don't really.
The donuts used to be better.
They were larger.
They were.
I actually remember
Shrinkflation, am I right?
That's true. That's true. For those, look it up. Look it up. They actually just came out with a study that they put a few less chips in the bag, and the candy bars are slightly smaller, so people don't notice it. But everything is getting smaller, even
Yes,
though
it
the
is.
prices are staying the same because of what's going on in the world.
Yep. And on that lovely note, ladies and gentlemen, on the politics,
I didn't talk about politics. I just said what's going on in the world.
should we do a question from the toke?
We haven't done one in a while, have we?
know.
Okay,
I figured we should do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll do it this week.
You do it.
Oh,
Yeah, because
God.
you've been, I've been listening to some of the playbacks of the podcast,
Yeah.
and you just kind of butcher the social part at the end.
So yeah, you could do the social part. How about that? Let's go over here. Let's see what this one says. This one's for you. Most chefs are dicks. From 1 to 10, how are you? And I don't know who wrote this and gave it to us, but
Were they thinking about me?
probably.
All right. So I would say that over the years I've gotten better.
I would agree.
Thank you.
I used to not like you.
Let's not go into the reasons why we didn't like each other, because I tell a different story than you tell. And my story is not fake news.
Oh my God.
But I think I fell into the trap of, not to the trap, I fell into the stigma of when I graduated college, I went through the ringer of fine dining. It was hard. I got yelled at a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I left that world to do what I do now, well, when I started with the group, I was just the pastry chef at the bakery. I brought that same demeanor with me, and I thought that people would just fall in line if I was just the guy that was an ass. And I did that for many years. And quickly found that, not quickly, it took a couple of years, that I was just making a negative work environment for people to work at. So I would say pre-COVID or a couple of years before COVID, so I would say like 2018 before, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would not recommend working for me. For those that are listening, not watching, he's
everybody,
shaking his head.
Everybody write in. Let us know if you've worked with this fine gentleman and if you agree with that.
I've made amends with all those people that I've worked with for the most part. Okay. And then a couple of years before COVID and after, I would say I have my moments still, like everybody does. When I think I lose my temper more when I've told someone the same thing repeatedly. That really irks me.
I mean, I get that part. Yeah.
So I would say that I've moved much more towards like a 1-2. Obviously, there's the days that people just really annoy me.
A 1 or a 2?
Maybe a 3.
A 3?
I mean, you work for me.
You're going to continue to lie to everybody today. Just
you work
lying?
for me. You're going to. It's my perception of a 1, 2, or 3. I think that I hold. Here's the thing. I think I hold people accountable.
Okay.
I'm very strict when it comes to my department.
Okay.
And people know that my expectations are. They're very clear. There's no room for gray area. Am I hard on people? Yes. Do people know when I'm pissed at them? Yes. When I'm pissed at you, I don't want to have a conversation. I just rather us just move on our merry way, get the job that we need to get done, but don't engage in a conversation when I'm clearly perturbed with you. It doesn't do any good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a headspace that I'm going to lash out, or I'm going to be annoyed, or I'm going to just lose my temper quicker. But I think when we're just having conversations, or we're talking about menus, or we're talking about staff, or we're talking about new restaurants, like I think that people that come to work for me, I make, and you probably would answer this question better than I would because you work for me, is that my expectations are very clear. For the most part, I'm pretty even-keeled, except when people tend to push the buttons, which is not recommended. But you answer.
We're going to put you at like a 4 or 5.
All the time?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to put you at a 4 or 5.
Okay.
Because you're not like all sunshine and rainbows.
No, nobody is though.
Okay, let's just put that one out.
But I guess I would say I focus more now in my career on. Yes, I still do. I still come up with dishes and I still get to be creative. But my focus has shifted much more to mentoring people.
Yes.
So like you and the Martines and the other op chefs I've had and the Caitlins and the Fernandos, the people that work for us. And I would say that I don't get out to all the restaurants as much as I should. But just because of time's sake, and I can't be everywhere all the time, and I have to be at the places that need my attention the most. But I like to be involved with all menu flips. I like to be involved with tastings. So I would say my shift has moved much more towards mentoring people. And there have been people that have worked with me for a very long time. Caitlin and I have been working together for 8 years. There are other people that left because I was an asshole. And as those people left, I had to realize that they were leaving because of me. Since then, have made amends with them. We also go through ups and downs in life. And I think my personal life was bleeding too much into my professional life, which didn't help. So now that we've unboxed that therapy session for a little bit.
I'm really proud that you admitted all of this. I'm really proud of you.
And what do you think?
For me?
What are you at?
What am I at? I'm probably at a 5 or a 6.
All right. So why are you taking shots?
Because you said a 1 or a 2. I was at least honest with myself.
I said a 2 or a 3.
No.
Because generally I have to, in most of our conversations, I'm a 1. 1 or a 2. Like in general conversations about work, it's never like I'm at a 5 already. I get to that point when people, it's just like, why are we having the same conversation? Why is this XYZ not doing what they're supposed to be doing? So I just get annoyed more. And I think it's just because I know that because of the standard that I put you guys at, and because of my expectation of you all, and I legitimately believe that everyone that I work with is very good at their job and is capable of much more. That threshold for bullshit doesn't exist.
It's fair.
So that's just so.
I'm really good at my job. I know.
I'll take relax. I'll take the 4 or 5. I don't know if you're a 5 or 6. I wouldn't say you.
I'm like at a constant 6 at all.
I don't think that though. I guess maybe because I don't report to you. So I guess the tone that you have or the demeanor that you have is maybe a little bit different.
It's a very weird thing. I can say stuff, and I hate to say it. I can say stuff and I can get away with it.
People don't think you're being a dick.
No,
right.
But like I say things and they look at me like, "Oh, okay," and then I'm like, "You suck."
Yeah.
But I say it in a much nicer way.
I will say that I don't. It doesn't require me as I've gotten older. And I've been doing this a little bit longer. It doesn't require me yelling anymore.
Yeah, I rarely yell.
I went through that yelling phase.
Yeah,
and so now I just say it in my normal voice that you're listening to, but I say it with such intensity and a tone. I would say that it affects people much more. And what I've also noticed is that which kind of works, is that if I'm if someone messes something up, a cook or a chef, I will have the conversation with their direct boss in earshot of that individual and just talk about how that chef has failed that individual for X, Y, and Z. And I think it makes that individual, the cook, the sous chef, feel much worse because their boss is now being yelled at for something, not yelled at, but having a conversation for something that they did. So it's like an indirect. And I found that works. So if I were to have a conversation about one of your subordinates, I would have it with you, which I generally do, but I would have it with an earshot of that individual, so that they feel bad because I'm having a conversation about you about something that they did wrong.
And then we all just look like assholes.
It's a little psycho. A little psycho psychology, not psycho.
Well, maybe this week I'll just try to get you to a 10. We'll just see what happens.
A 10? I haven't been at a 10 in years. Like the last time I was at a 10,
What'd you throw?
An English muffin. Across the kitchen. I mean, it went from, and you know how long the bakery is. It went from the part that we swing the door open to get to the kitchen out the back door. And it's because they weren't proofed correctly. That was the last time I was at a 10. But this was years ago. This was pre-COVID.
I mean, I did throw a plate.
I've never thrown anything that breaks.
It was a plastic plate, but I threw it. Well, I lightly lobbed it. I lobbed it down.
I mean,
and I called you about it right afterwards.
I don't remember what this was about.
there was chicken involved, and I was very upset about
Oh,
the chicken.
yes. Now I remember. Yeah.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
I was very mad. It
Yeah.
happened twice.
Yeah.
And that's when the last time I think I yelled.
Yeah.
That was bad. That I was out of 10 that day.
Yeah. I haven't yelled in a long time. Years, probably.
So we're going to go ahead and say you're a 4 to a 5?
A 4 to a 5. I'm a little bit less than you.
Okay. I'm a 5 to a 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with everybody here.
Yeah. I'm a 4 to a 5. I think also just because I don't have to deal with it as much too. There's the buffer where it's
You're welcome.
me and then my team and then the stores. I mean, to be fair, they all reach out to me still. Don't pretend like I'm just sitting in this ivory tower.
Just let down your hair.
But I will say that I am much more involved than anybody else in the bakery.
Okay.
That's when I got like the vice grip on.
You can take that.
Yeah, I know.
You can take the lovely. You're the CMB. You're the
I am.
CWPPC, whatever it is, whatever your fancy little letters are.
Perfect. Yes. So that's what that's the one I have the vice grip on.
Well, if anybody else disagrees with us,
I mean, I'm pretty sure people
I would love to hear it.
People will. I mean, I can admit that I was an asshole. Like, there's no shame in that game. Is that it's what you've done to work on yourself since then. I think that's important.
Look at you.
I know.
Every week you're just hitting people with your therapy and your lovely life lessons.
Still once a week therapy. Therapy's good.
You.
Therapy's good.
I don't need it. I'm perfect.
I would say you need it. I would say your wife is probably tired of hearing of your crap. So
no, it's good. No, everything's fine.
I'm sure
everything's fine in the world. Everything's good.
I'm sure that's exactly how it goes. But on that note, I think Jackie's texting me right now. Yeah. No, she's not.
Just like, get them home. You want to take us home?
I think we're calling it for this one.
I think we have to.
Yeah. All right.
I think everyone's sick of us already.
Are they?
I think so. Maybe.
Well, you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Chef May I Call Podcast. Give us a like when you see the videos; those would be appreciated. The videos have been getting a lot of views on them lately.
They have
over 10 grand on TikTok.
10 grand, 10,000.
10,000, yeah.
We had over 10,000 views on a couple of the tiki-takis.
Yeah, Lou holds the record. He's over 16.
He does. Shout out to Louis Dorlane.
Yeah, it was also the longest video we've done.
Yeah.
And then if you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Click the likes everywhere on Spotify, on wherever you're listening. The little thumbs up never hurt anybody.
You subscribe so you get notified.
Subscribe, you get notified. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want us to talk about, feel free to shoot us an email.
You want an opinion on something? Because we're full of them.
Yeah, we're chefs. Everyone's got one. Or if there's something you want to add into the questions of the toque, it's always appreciated.
Yeah, the toque's getting a little light.
It is.
So we got
to fill it up again.
We got to fill it back up.
Yeah. I like good questions. Maybe not hospitality related.
It can be anything.
It can be anything. So feel free to shout us out or slide into the DMs on the socials. Was that funny?
Oh, God.
Trying to keep it.
Just trying to slide in? Just trying to slide in?
Not trying to slide in anywhere. We got to wrap this up.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.